Welcome to Cooking with Soyboy. With me, Soyboy. You can also call me Callum, and you can call her Maisie. Now, the reason that Maisie is joining me today is because we're going to be making Katsu Curry. Don't worry, she's not going in the curry. She just really likes it and wanted to be part of our show. With that being said, let's get cooking. Start off with 2 or 3 brown onions, chomp them up real quick, put them in a pan, and next thing you're going to add is a little bit of olive oil. Yep, just cover it on up in olive oil and put on a low heat. Then you're going to grab your garlic, you're going to smash it up and chop it. You can be quite rough with your chomping on this because it's going to be blended later, so it don't have to be exact. Bring it on over delicately to the pan and add it on in. Now give your mixture a good stir around on the heat and get ready for the next step, which is breadcrumbs. Get a couple of pieces of bread and put them in your food processor. I got a new top for my food processor so it blends better, and as you can see I'm using the ends of my bread. Add a little bit of salt to the mix for flavor, and then we're also going to add some black pepper just to give it a bit of kick, because this is the outside of you're going to cover the food in this. Alright, add a bit of herbs as well. I use basil, but you can use any other herb. And then finally, some paprika. As you can see, my paprika lives in a little man with a sad face. Then you're going to give it a blend. Watch out, it's really loud at this bit. Oh, that was quick. Alright, that looks like some good breadcrumbs. Take time to carefully decant the breadcrumbs into a bowl and be careful of the blade because it's sharp and you don't want to cut your fingers and get blood in the breadcrumbs. Bad idea. Next up, the batter. Grab yourself a carton of oat milk out the fridge. Ow! Oh, god damn it. Alright, pick up the oat milk off the floor and then get it on the counter. Okay, open up your oat milk and pour some into the blender. I don't really know measurements with batter, which will become readily apparent shortly. But here's some lemon juice for some tang. And then we're going to add some plain flour. Now the plain flour is going to thicken it up and make it sticky so you can coat the breadcrumbs to your food later on. Alright, pour in some flour. Not the soy sauce over. Dang. Alright, put on the lid and then just give it a blend again. Alright, blend away. As you can see, it's now ready. Oh, no, it's a little bit too thin for my liking. So what we're going to do is add some more flour. Nice. Great. Add a little bit more flour and that's going to be good then. Alright, give it another quick blend and then we'll... Alright, it's a little bit thick now. So what we're going to do is add more oat milk. Alright, give it a blend. 3rd time's a charm. There it is. Good to go. Alright, now grab your seitan or your tofu or whatever you're using instead of like chicken as you would have in a traditional katsu curry, and make sure it's cut to the size you want. I go for maybe a centimeter deep and, you know, whatever the shape is, that shape I guess. Alright, grab your seitan. Dunk it in that sweet sticky flour goop and then drain a little bit of it off and put it in the breadcrumbs. It's just that simple. Now you're going to roll it around until it's completely covered. Nice, make sure you get every corner and every crev. Oh, perfect. There we are. Get a load of that. Alright then, let's get back to the salts now. The onions should sort of start getting brown on the bottom. As you can see here, they're starting to get a little bit fried and a little bit cooked. So we can start adding flavoring. Start off with some curry powder, maybe a couple of tablespoons or something like that. Then, no, not coffee, don't worry. It's dried ginger. Fresh ginger's better if you got it, but I didn't. So just have some dried ginger and deal with it. Alright, and then just a couple of star anise. Good work. Again, not corn flour, it's actually just some turmeric. Love that turmo, makes everything pop. Give it all a quick little stir, and then the magic touch. A nice big liquid stonk. Give it a look up and down and a nice big swig of it. Delicious. Right, now pour what's left of your stonk in the pan. Make sure it's covering most of your onions and stuff. Then add a little bit of tomato puree. I'm using Pisana because we ran out of puree and I didn't check the cupboard. Anyway, add a bit of that. Then switch the lights on because it's getting dark out. And look at all those colors. Wow, vibrant. Alright, now that we got the sauce on the go and we got the other bit all breadcrumbed and ready to go, now we just gotta make the rice. I'm not really gonna give you much tips here. It's rice and you add the hot water and put it on the heat, okay? But just make sure you do that because it's one of the 3 key bits. Alright, make sure to check on the pot. Whoa! Alright, if it gets quite steamy, make sure to wipe all the steam out of your eyes. Okay, good work. Crystal clear. Okay, right. Wow, that's bubbling away nicely. Let's get ready to blend. Grab yourself a hand blender and just go to work. There ain't really much to it from here. You stick it in, you press the button, and then it gets smoother. Nice. Leave the sauce on a very low heat and get yourself a pan with oil in it. Heat it up quite hot to an 8 out of 10 or so and start adding your breaded food. There we are, just that simple. Leave it on fry, and in the background you're going to check the rice is done and that the sauce ain't burning. If the rice is done, put some on your plate. I go for a couple of spoons personally. Grab yourself a ladle full of the nice Katsu Curry sauce. And carefully drizzle it over the rice. It's not spill none. Okay, great. Alright, now flip the little tofu seitan boys and make sure they're not burnt on the bottom. Nice, looking crispy. They're looking great. Nice, brown, crispy, brown, good. Plump it on top, and there you have it. Your Katsu curry, all good to eat. That sure was tasty. There's a little hunk here. Oh, speaking of little hunks, Maisie, would you like some Katsu curry? Yeah, she does like it. Don't worry, folks. I wouldn't actually give her it. She's a cat. She ain't allowed no seitan. Have a lovely, lovely day. Goodbye now.